Were they not understanding the rules? Did they just not care? Did one of them want to go home? Like, I need the behind the scenes because how the fuck y'all let that happen? How all of y'all get bamboozled? I just can't believe it. It's giving Boston Robin traders. How the fuck are you lasting this long? Now I'm about to really harm you. Like, if I flung you off this ladder, I'd be wrong. Like, what are you doing, bro? Stick to the fucking sticks. Do your job. You had one fucking job. You're talking to a Survivor player. They lie and manipulate for a living for days straight on no fucking food and they're functioning. And every single brain cell is still working. Like, no, this is clearly not for you. Welcome back to Deal or No Deal Island Season 2, Episode 8, and we are going to dive right into it. But before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more. David and the family is happy to be back. Letty is upset to lose Will. She saw him as an ally. She wants to build numbers, and she wants to keep Philip and herself safe. So she decides to take on an ally and Dixon. She thinks him and Philip and her can really be a thing, and she even admits that he's starting to grow on her. Dixon loves this because he's actually kind of feeling Letty now, and he's not pretending. So he getting his little flirt on. Okay, Dixon, get there. Get. Because Lottie, we just gonna keep it there. But like, if you could pull that, you the man, Dixon. We finally get to see more of Lachelle and get to know that she's a social worker and she is purposely playing this way. She wants everyone to think that she's lost and clueless and that she doesn't know what she's doing. She's giving the silent assassinator and she's just observing and she knows everything, but she keeping her mouth motherfucking shut. Now, I guess this is also a smart strategy because look how far she's gotten compared to everyone else who's been more vocal, more out in the game, more making big moves. She's just in the shadows, and the numbers are dwindling. Parvati and Phil finally have to talk. That was long overdue. And we're going to get into that in a minute. Philip says that he's still mad that she tried her definition of integrity and that she went really low. But Parvati says that that was not her intention at all. Philip just took it the whole other way, and it's a little too, like, extra for me. Like, if that's your bitch, I know what she really wants to say is, now you know that wasn't my intention. We real friends. You know me. You saying this and saying this about me, that you know about my integrity, whatever you want to say, then you should have known what the fuck I meant. All right? Dead ass. Like, we was vibing the way we was vibing. You know I'm not with that shit. You know that's not what the fuck I meant. So stop trying to sit here and play that shit with me. Because, bitch, you're emotionally manipulating me right now because you fucking just told me this right before the challenge. Like, because you want me to fail and lose so you can get me out because you're pissed. You're bitter about something that you know I didn't even fucking mean. Like, you know I'm a Survivor player. You're just nitpicking at me, trying to find what's wrong, trying to find something bad about me. Like, let's be real. Let's say what it is. Let's keep it a fucking buck. That's what's going on here. You know that's not what the fuck I meant. Like, you're doing too motherfucking much. You know I'm not like that. So why did you even take it that way? Bitch, it's war regardless now. Now I'm really taking you out this fucking game, okay? Y'all saw my hair flip? Yeah. This is my hair, y'all. I don't know why. This is me when I turn into, what's Parvati called? The Black Widow. That's what I would have fucking said. But yeah, I think Parvati really just meant, like, why wouldn't we go for someone like him? Like, based off what I know about you, I think this is someone you would want out. And I'm okay with getting him out too. So, like, let's just do it. Like, it's the obvious choice. I think that's what Parvati meant. Like we should get him out. Like, it's both mutual between us. Like, let's get him out. Like, it wasn't, like, trying to be like that. Like, Philip, I think you take it way too motherfucking deep. I don't really know Parvati as a person, but just outsider looking in on the situation, watching the scene back, I don't think it was meant to be that. But since you want to be extra, Joe tells him that today's challenge is a hiking trail. Now, obviously, this ain't no normal fucking trail. They're going to have to do some obstacles along the way. But they also will be cutting people, so that person ain't winning the challenge. They ain't getting to the end of the fucking trail, okay? So now you know nobody want to be cut because everybody feel out of it. Everybody feels in danger. But whoever has the highest case value at the end of the trail, top two, are safe. First obstacle, they meet Kamari. And already in the first motherfucking challenge, they have to have only 5 people go through. And they have to vote out people to leave behind. Whoever's voted out will select the cases amongst them. And whoever has the highest case value wins. Letty is the first one out. Parvati and CK are just like, yo, Letty, you've won the most. You've had the most power 3 times in a row. So, girl, you sitting out on this one. Like, and Letty's pissed. Dixon's the only one who stands up for Letty. And then Dixon decides to, like, hey, I'm the least athletic, and yeah, I should probably go too. Let me get some alone time at Letty, okay? That's what Dixon wanted. Go ahead, boy. That was nice. That was smooth. The next obstacle is this. Some fucking. They're really cute though, and I'll low key be freaked out a little bit because I've just been touched something reptile-y in a while. There's one in some kind of hole. It's filled up with a little bit of water. These fucking lizards are everywhere. One's on the ladder CK needs to use. Like, bitch, you want me to get this money or not? Like, stop fucking with my money. Now I'm about to really harm you. Like, if I flung you off this ladder, I'd be wrong. Like, what are you doing, bro? Stick to the fucking sticks. Do your job. You had one fucking job. And I would have just gently like, don't do that shit again. Philip goes, and it's the next day by the time he's finished. Like, he is moving slow, shaking, like, bro, are you good? Like, because it didn't look fun. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. And it wasn't fun to watch either. You're actually pissing me off. Hurry the fuck up. But it was really like weird to see someone literally scared and can't move. Like, he was literally like times is ticking and money is time. Philip was the only one deathly afraid, like moving hella motherfucking slow too. Like, it was just not good luck for the Black Gates. It wasn't. It wasn't. Because everybody else breezed through that shit. But the group get it done, and off they go to the next checkpoint. No one's left behind this time. But the next checkpoint does, and only 3 of them are going to continue. Same motherfucking rules. Already offers for Philip to stay out. And the group agrees. They know that he's kind of scared of heights, and he probably won't do well. So they vote him out. And he's mad that she led the charge to vote him out. I mean, look at the game you were playing, and were you really going to help us? Look how slow you fucking move through the fucking iguana thing, and you want to keep bringing it back to her. No, and she's still trying to win this fucking challenge. It's not about you and having you go through and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're really making it about you. Like, now you're kind of mixing game with personal. But Parvati, what you did wrong, which was misleading, is that you said, well, we haven't really been hanging out. That's kind of like a personal connection thing. I don't know, kind of, sort of. Which is why Philip will take it the way that he did. Somehow, David, Parvati, and Lachelle make it through the last 3. How the fuck y'all let the 2 threats get there? Like, I'm just so confused. Weren't y'all targeting the family? Like, what happened to that? Mind you, there's only 2 versus everyone else and David and Parvati, and they still let them get there. I just can't believe it. It's giving Boston Robin traders. How the fuck are you lasting this long? Like, and they're so smart and witty with it that the cast don't even know in real time what's happening until it's already too late. Like, Dixon didn't even need to be there. And there's how many of you? Y'all could have outvoted them every single fucking time. Joe throws in a twist and he tells the 4 that they kind of have a second chance on keeping themselves safe. He tells them that if 3 of them vote for one person to be up to face the banker, the next person who walks in will be in the bottom 2 and up to face the banker as well. So Letty throws out Dixon. Dixon's like, no, but CK jumps on it, obviously. She's like, yeah, I'm going to vote for Dixon too, leading Philip to be the deciding vote on whether it's going to be yourself or Dixon. So Dixon ends up going into the final 1 spot. But Dixon's upset that Letty even did this. He thought they were growing, and she just fucking betrayed him, like putting him up to possibly go home. But Letty doesn't want CK to play. Duh, she's playing to keep herself safe. If CK goes in, you or me are going home, Dixon. So you kind of should be happy. Like, you might have control of your own fate right now. The next challenge, Lachelle gets voted out because they're going to have to hang over a gourd. And Lachelle was not trying to do that. She's like, yeah, I'm out. She just willingly is like, yeah, I'll just take the case here. And bye. And David just can't believe everything's just working out somehow. David goes first. He realizes it's a little hard, but ultimately crushes it. Parvati struggles just as much. Seems like a fucking workout, I tell you that. But they both crush it. Now they just need to make it back in time. to the rest of the group. Parvati and David make it with 2 to 3 seconds left on the clock. They just make it. Parvati and David indeed end up with the highest case like everyone suspected, and they are safe from facing the banker tonight. But Parvati ultimately has the highest value case, and she gets to decide who gets to face the banker tonight. Lachelle, a family member, so you know Lachelle's going up tonight. And Parvati's conflicted because Dixon is part of the family, and Lachelle just saved her and gave her safety pretty much just now, and she really doesn't want to cross her because she just told her she got her for choosing her to be safe. And now it's like, does she go against her alliance member or she go against her word? Like, Dixon feels like Parvati telling him that she needs a reason to put up Lachelle is kind of insulting to him because he's like, we're mom and son. Like, you should ask me what I want to do and give me what I want if we're alliance members. It's just not how games work. That's how good relationships go and friendships in real life. But this isn't that, honey. Okay? You're talking to a Survivor player. They lie and manipulate for a living for days straight on no fucking food and they're functioning. And every single brain cell is still working. Like, no, this is clearly not for you. And you're clearly not aware of your cast members or the show of Survivor, apparently. So neither Dixon or Lachelle really want to face the banker, but Parvati knows she has to make a choice. Lachelle basically tells her, like, if I win, I'm going to take out Dixon. And she says that she pretty much is going to take out Dixon to replace him. But it's also like you're telling someone you're trying to send their alliance member home, which I think is also a good thing because then maybe they won't choose you to go up because Dixon probably won't say Lachelle's name and Parvati will owe her. So it's kind of like I knew you was going to be safe, girl, and get some points back that way. So it's a good move on both of their parts to have this kind of perspective. Dixon says he has a genuine connection with David, and if he goes home, he wants David to go far. Yeah. No, buddy, you don't want him to go to the end because he's gonna win, and I don't think you like. We need gamers in this game. We need someone who's watched a game on television play out because Dixon clearly has not. He is playing this game too emotional and wants to bring his best friends to the end. Honey, you all can't win the money. You don't want to see David go far. You don't. If you won today, you should have put him up. Honestly. Dixon tells David that he's everything he wanted in a dad. I can't, y'all. I can't film and cry on camera. I'm not doing it. But it was so emotional for David too. He's like, I'm lying to this boy's face. Like, he's looking at me like a dad. Like, he's playing this game a little too emotional. Dixon, no. Run, because you're going to be so heartbroken when you see this shit air, honey. I can't. Parvati and David are both like, what the fuck do we do now? Because they're like so touched by Dixon's feelings and they don't want to send him home. And they're like, well, if we put Lachelle up, she's going to take him out. So it's like, do we have him try and save himself and give him what he doesn't really necessarily want, but the outcome could be good? Or we just send him home by putting Lachelle up? Like, the best option is to put him up. David is on the verge of tears. He is not liking the emotional part right now because he really does feel for Dixon too. So it's like, this is making this game hard. We get to the banker's temple and Parvati chooses, of course, Lachelle. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. If Lachelle goes home, Dixon stays in their group. If Lachelle chooses Dixon to go home, Lachelle's just going to replace his spot, who's someone who's not as emotionally invested as Dixon. So maybe this is good for her too, because she doesn't want to keep hurting this damn boy. Nor does David. Lachelle chooses case 10. Let's not doing too bad right now. She gets too low, too high. She clearly says no deal because, come on, why would anyone say yeah deal? This ain't Dr. Will. On her second round, Lachelle gets offered $725,000 with having to open one case the next round. So she should probably say no deal because she's still in the middle. There's two highs and there's two very lows. So let's get there.
A good deal.
Lachelle does the right thing and she does no deal. She gets the 250 off the board and her offer goes up to $1.5 million. Okay, now that's an offer. And the banker is upset. Lachelle chooses deal and she locks in the $1.5 million. Now, let's just see if she made a good deal or a bad deal, because she would have to have the 1 cent at this point. And girl, that was a 1/3 chance. Lachelle makes a bad deal. She had the $1,750,000 case, and she's going home tonight, and the family is still together again. The Deal or No Deal Island gods is on the survivor's side right now. Like, crazy. They really pulled this off this whole episode with none of them going home. That is insane. And they outnumber the house. Everyone sees Lachelle as being dope. Parvati is sad, but secretly happy. Dixon is out, but she didn't want to do Lachelle like this. But unfortunately, it was just the card she was dealt, and it happened. CK is pissed. Philip is upset. David is upset. Everyone's pretty much feeling that they all loved her. But Lachelle understands that it's a game, and she knew that backstabbing, manipulating, lies, all of that comes with it. Unlike Dixon and Philip, apparently. And she's not taking anything to the heart. And the episode pretty much ends there, with Lachelle walking out. I just can't believe how dumb the group was to let the whole entire family stay safe. Were they not understanding the rules? Did they just not care? Did one of them want to go home? Like, I need the behind the scenes, because how the fuck y'all let that happen? How all of y'all get bamboozled? And honestly, y'all weren't making it hard. Y'all weren't. But with that, good night.